Check. Welcome to Tigers. Welcome to Hallsville, Texas. Sorry, we got the band. We got Hallsville's band pretty good. Welcome to Hallsville, Texas for the Texas High, the district opener for Texas High, the Hallsville Bobcats here in District 8 5A. I'm Jeremy Harrell alongside with Zach Doty right now. Billy Lavender will join me. He's putting up the Tiger head and getting everything situated down on the field level. Just want to say welcome. What a beautiful night for high school football here in Hallsville, Texas. Texas High coming in right now undefeated, but I believe we're ranked number 6 in the state of Texas right now.
6 right now currently.
6, perfect. Hallsville coming in with a 1-3 record, still a dangerous team. They're 1-3 on the record on the year, with their only win coming against Henderson, 35-28, with losses to Terrell, Sulphur Springs, and Kilgore. One thing I can always say about Hallsville with my coaching history here at Texas High is this game is always competitive, and normally it usually goes all the way down to the very end of the game. So super excited about tonight's district opener for Texas High. The good thing about this is whether you have a record you're happy with or a record you're not happy with, this is a new season for both teams. So coming into tonight, the real record is really 0-0. So we'd like to welcome everybody on Texarkana Game Day Live. We'd like to thank TigerVision, Mr. Aldridge and his crew, Zach Doty, our producer, along with our multiple students with cameras. And only thing we do, they have everything set up for us, and when we get here, everything's set up, ready to go. So I can't thank those guys enough, those students, for getting everything ready to go. So hopefully we can get you a good broadcast for tonight's game. Hopefully we get the weather stays away. But right now, it's as beautiful as you can get on a high school football game here in East Texas. The wind's blowing, the storms seem to move out of here. Both teams have entered the field and doing some pregame stretching. So.
Yeah, it's been a lovely day so far out here in Hallsville. They luckily missed all the weather compared to us in Texarkana, and when coming down 59, you could tell the point where it stopped, and it was beautiful, bright skies out here. But it's been lovely weather, getting that wind to blow in from up northeast, and it's been feeling good out here. Expecting a great game here tonight.
You know, I was under the impression today that the storms were only going to last a few hours, and it wound up being a deal where they were here the whole day. So we're lucky on that front. But like I said to the people that's watching, if you're not here in attendance, what a beautiful night for high school football. We're excited to bring it to you live each week through Texarkana Game Day alongside our TigerVision people. We got our band ready. Our cheerleaders are ready. They got the Tiger run-through head up, and we're probably about 9 minutes away from starting some high school football for the Texas High Tigers. I do want to go through some starters, the Texas High offensive starters real quick. Left tackle, we got number 65, Quay Ford. Number 70, the left guard, Damian Chisholm. The center, Bryce Holmes, number 65. Number 68, Josh Blackwell. The captain of the O-line, what I like to say, number 55, Evan Holman. We have a multiple number of H-backs with number 25, Joe Miller, alongside Knox Pilgrim. They interchange a lot. We have number 8, Shavonte Montgomery, what we usually call Booney. So if you hear us say Booney, that's number 8, our receiver. Quarterback tonight's number 2, Cameron Reitner. David J. Potter suffered a injury. I think he'll be okay moving forward, but Cam's got the start tonight. So the 5'10 sophomore that's had a pretty impressive showing last week. He'll be the quarterback tonight alongside with Tredarian Ball, T.J. Gray, Javari Johnson back in the backfield. So we got both teams out at the midfield going to do the toss. So we will try to get you a coin flip as soon as I can hear it. But we are pretty far away right now, but we do have a good view set up right here on the 50-yard line on the home side. Texas High won the toss and is deferred to the second half. So Hallsville will be receiving. They will be defending the south end zone here at Bobcat Stadium in Hallsville, Texas. A lot of times this is predetermined. But I know our guys are ready to go. We had Evan Holman out as one of the captains. And number 54, that is my man Kenneth Merriman, alongside two other ones I couldn't see this far because I have bad vision, but I will do my best to get it to you as live and as we can go. And the Tigers are coming out of the run-through tunnel to get ready for the district opener here at Bobcat Stadium. The Hallsville Bobcats now entered the field, and we are set up close to their band, so it is definitely pretty loud. So
I'll turn that down a little bit. That'll help.
Hey, I love it. I love being in here with the people. I just wish we were on our side. We got a good crowd tonight for the Texas High faithful, but we are set up in enemy territory over here. So, but we have a crew set up over here, so I feel like we'll be pretty good to go. We're set up here on the 50.
Safe to go.
We got about 12 cameras they got to get through before they could get to me or Doty, so I think we'll be good on there. We'd like to give a quick shout out to Stacy J, our former state champion, before we get kicked off tonight in Hallsville, Texas. But the Tiger Band is sounding off, and we are waiting for Mr. Tiger King himself, Billy Lavender, to show up. But what a beautiful night for high school football. The Texas High Tigers coming in, like I said, with that number 6 ranking in the state. A lot of times that can be deceiving because sometimes your pre-district schedule and your district schedules don't coincide all the time. Sometimes you stack the front end of it with easier teams, so to speak, or sometimes you stack them with heavier teams. So either way, whether it was one way or the other, tonight is a new record for both teams. So we are going to start. We're going to pause for a minute for the national anthem, and we'll be right back shortly. What a great national anthem by the Hallsville Bobcats marching band. Tell you one thing that never changes is when that national anthem sounds off at a high school football game, no matter if you're coaching, player, parent, cheerleader, whatever, that national anthem gives you chills.
It always sounds good, and I really appreciate it whenever we get it from the band too. A lot of schools you'll see it just played over the PA system, but whenever you get the band to perform it, it gives that extra Friday night atmosphere that you love.
It does. There's something about the band. I'm telling you, they get that as loud as they play with everybody playing, and it gives you chills. But I do see Billy Lavender himself running across the track. So even though he should be joining us shortly, he might not talk for a little bit because he's probably going to be winded. That is a pretty good hike from all the way across from where that Tiger T is.
It did. It looked like he was ready to run that 110 meter coming around that corner pretty swiftly.
He is. The Texas High Tigers kickoff team will be out on the field. The Hallsville Bobcats. Texas High won the toss, deferred to the second half, so Hallsville will be receiving. Mr. Delk, the kicker, the savior from last week, he kicked the game winner with I'd say around 6 or 7 seconds left last week and saved a touchdown on I didn't know a kicker could run as fast as he did. He got shot out of the cannon, but he was a really good spark for the Texas High team last week. So obviously looking to this week to build on that and capitalize. But at this time, I would like to welcome the sweaty, probably a little bit tired, Tiger King himself, Billy Lavender, to the broadcast.
Better sweaty and tired than not here at all.
I know it. So we're bringing to you live high school football for your Texas High Tigers. Like I said, I'm Jeremy Harrell alongside Billy Lavender with our man Zach Doty with Texarkana Gameday and TigerVision. We are about set for kickoff, and the ball is in the air, ladies and gentlemen, and they will return it on the right hash at about the 4-yard line, bringing it across up, cutting to his left. Boom. Wrapped up by a swarm of Tigers. It's kind of we're a little further away than we normally are, so the numbers look a little smaller than they usually do.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, really good job by the guys down there. Let's give Carter Walker a little love. He was in on the tackle, and man, everybody kept their gaps right there. And a lot of times on special teams, it's just staying in your gap.
I tell you, from this point, everybody looks a little smaller except for Duncan McGee, number 90, the big sophomore D tackle. So Hallsville brings out a split back set out of the gun, sends number 7 in motion to the field. Quarterback hands off an inside zone right into that big wall, number 90, Duncan McGee.
You said it right there. Duncan McGee, not only him, but also number 54, Kenneth Merriman. We'll be calling both their names a lot tonight.
The senior Kenneth Merriman, who was a captain tonight, making a play early, and the sophomore.
Hey, he let me hold his gloves while he went out to the captain. That was kind of cool for me,
Yeah, Kenneth he's been a long time Tiger here and been a really good player.
Really good kid.
Really good kid. Up front, we got number 0, Taekwon Black at the other end. We're giving a 3-down look tonight, just a little different defensively. We got some pressure off the edge right here. Really good job tackling right here.
Quarterback keep it?
We had a good little zone read right there.
Handed off to number 2.
Jamarian Hope on the tackle, number 32. Tigers defense showed up early, forced a 3rd and long to start with.
I'll tell you what, Jeremy, all we got to do is look at these big screens that Doty's got right in front of us, and we can see them a whole lot better than we can see them with our eyes.
That is true, and it takes a real inexperienced person to notice that, like myself. I got 2 really big screens in front of me, and I'm trying to watch the field. They got a tight end in line. They're faking the handoff. Quarterback looks over the middle for the deep post.
Wow.
Really good throw, by the way.
Great throw and catch. Tim Scott on the coverage and was right with him, but man, I'll tell you, he had protection. That's what set that thing up from the get-go. But man, he put it in the air and released it, and Hallsville is now on our side of the field.
Setting up on the 31-yard line. What a great pass! You got to give him credit. The ball seemed like it was in the air for about 5 seconds. Pretty good coverage. Hallsville comes out, 3 receivers to the left, looking for an RPO. Ball's on the ground.
Oh my God!
Little RPO to number 7 for the Bobcats. That is Sawyer Dunnigan, the senior wide receiver.
Man, I'll tell you what, that was a breakdown in play, and quarterback did a really good job with us on his leg, and just threw it, and his guy went up and got it.
Like I said, Billy, you weren't up here, but I was talking to Doty about it, and you can throw records out the window when you get into district play. You start your record, whether you're 0-3, 3-0, 1-3, whatever it is. When you get to district play, everybody's back at ground 0. Number 11 setting up a screen.
Nice job.
Really good job by Shaylin Cooper, number 40.
Boy, Coop, and we called his name all last week. Coop did a really good job of reading that little screen pass right there, and we almost got to the quarterback. But like you were mentioning last play, Jeremy, on it seems to me like we're everybody's Super Bowl. So everybody's after us, and we usually get everybody's best game. So
well, that's a good thing. I think the history of Texas High athletics in all sports, every team we play each week, they circle our game as
they moved
as the biggest game of their season.
Can't do that. That was number 7, and he moved, and beep, beep, beep. Ref's going to roll those wrists and send them back 5 yards, and we're going to get 2nd and 13.
Really good changeup defensively tonight against this no-huddle, fast-paced Hallsville offense, coming out with a 3-down look. Coach
What's
Wilson,
that do
Coach
for
Hawk. You know, it really helps defend the outside C to D-gap areas. You can try to get those 3 guys in the – and you can cycle. It's really easy to go from a 3-down to a 4-down on the snap. So it just gives different looks, and it kind of changes up some tendencies maybe that our defense maybe had. They'll go in and out. 4-down looks, 3-down looks, but really good job from Coach Hawk and Coach Wilson getting a plan.
Coming on the side, 21, boom.
There he is,
Black.
number 0, Taquan
Black. We said it, we're going to be calling his name all night, but he ended the game last game, and he ended that play, and it brings up 3rd and long. Man, they're back in Longview now.
We have called number 0's name the last few weeks quite a bit. And I'll go back to Shaylin Cooper. Normally, the sophomores that start early, it's hard to remember their names, but when they make as many plays as he's made, you kind of get to remember what who number 40 is.
And that was Zion Dillard that was in the backfield. Oh, they're going to run. Looks like, oh, no.
3rd and long. This is going to be probably some sort of jailbreak or a deep ball. Quarterback gets the line set, gets the call, fakes a handoff. We got an interception.
That's TJ Gray.
TJ Gray on the interception.
Man, he's got his first Go, TJ. You ain't running, baby. Oh, heck. This is for his mother. It's her birthday. He said, give me the ball, and I'm going to score. Touchdown, Tigers. TJ Gray on his mother's birthday. Woo!
Great job by TJ.
What a play. Man, sorry, Jeremy. Got a little excited.
Hey, it's he kind of looked up, and it's sitting right there in his lap, the two-way senior.
That was almost one-armed.
The senior starting both ways tonight, the Iron Man, TJ Gray.
Hey, and that was set up by our defensive pressure up front, so let's not let's give them a little love on that. But, man, what a play right there, and we got a man down for Hallsville, and we're hoping he's okay. Got his training staff out there. We're going to stay here for just a minute and see if, they got him walking off the –
Glad to see he's walking off the field.
Man,
really good start by the Tiger defense. You give up a quick ball, deep ball, and then you rally up and force some pressure and get the turnover, and TJ takes it the distance.
I know Zach and Morgan are going to have that thing clipped up because I can't wait to see that. I think that was a one-handed snatch right out of the air while he was spinning. And, listen, there's nobody I wanted more with that ball than TJ Gray.
He's done that a time or two.
Yeah.
When he gets an open field, he is hard to bring down. But really good start for the Texas High defense.
Good snap by Knox. Good hold. Oh, right off the upright. No, it's out of play. That's all right.
Right off the right upright.
Yeah, he made the one that counted last week. And so we'll take a break with your Tigers up 6-0 in Hallsville. We'll be right back.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
And we're back here live. Franklin Delt to kick off for the Tigers, up 6-0 on Hallsville.
We do want to acknowledge our man Worth McMillan on the hold.
That's right.
For the first-time holder.
Yep.
We're going to blame that one on the kicker because I know my man Worth can catch it and put the ball down and spin it.
Good deep kick right there by Franklin. Boom, what a play right there. He went right through the blocker. Who was that? Is it 21? No, that's 41. That's 41. That's my man Cruz Bustos. He's a ball seeker back there on kickoff, and went right through the blocker and got the guy, and he's at the looks like they're going to spot it right at the 19, Jeremy.
Looks about like at the 19-yard line on the right hash, moving right to left on your screen, or at least on my screen.
That's right. You know, Hallsville hadn't gotten anything going in the run game, and so they had passing game going, and so that's going to check them up a little bit, having that interception right there.
Yeah, you look for Hallsville to get back to the tempo stuff. They rotate these backs to break tendencies on run game and do some sort of jet sweep right here to force an outside to the D gap. Really good job right there by Tristan Powell running sideline to sideline.
Yeah, and A.J. McElroy, he kept containment over on that side when it would have been easy to try to come up and make the tackle. He made containment, and because of it, got a short gain.
You know, we've called Tristan Powell's name a lot this year. Really good senior linebacker that's made the transition to linebacker this year, really found a home there at linebacker, and he has made plays for this Tiger defense sideline to sideline. That'll bring up a second and about 7. H-back motions out, fake the handoff, quarterback rolls out. Boom. Looking at a comeback.
Powell across the middle almost had the pick.
Almost
right there.
had the pick.
And I'm telling you, our pressure is setting that up, Jeremy. I just got a text from one of my buddies, and he said it looked like I got really excited on that pick 6.
Well, you can jump over the bleachers. However, we are on the Hallsville side, so it might be me, you, and Doty against the world over here right now, but we'll keep you over here on this side of the rail.
I don't know. I got my man, Mr. A, down here. He ain't going to let anybody through this ticker tape over here.
No. So that'll bring up a 3rd and long, about 3rd and 7. Hallsville's going to take a timeout, and with them, we will take a timeout. Be back.
6:41 left on the clock when we come back.
Convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
About to snap, 3rd and long.
Got a 2x2 set showing some pressure. We have looks like it's going to be a false start.
Dead ball, false start. You called it. Now it's going to take them back behind the chains.
Probably looking at around 3rd and about 12.
We appreciate Commercial National Bank for our they got our scoreboard up here and the clock, and we really appreciate them for sponsoring us.
It's one thing our crews are all, I say our crews, like I'm a rookie at this, but all of our guys, they're always looking to improve the quality and everything we can do to bring a better product each and every week. So we thank those guys at Gameday.
Oh.
Hope flushes the quarterback out.
Boom.
Really good job. Way to relentless effort by Jamari and Hope.
He kept on with it, and man, that's going to bring up 4th down, and they're going to be punting near their own end zone. Special thanks to Ro Casa, Buddy's Home Furnishings, Texas A&M at Texarkana, Greg Orr Auto, Marine and RV, Diamond Bank. Bottom right, look at Diamond Bank. You can come by and see me there, Jeremy.
I don't know if I have enough money. I don't know if I have enough money to go to Diamond Bank.
You don't need any money. You don't need money. We'll give you money. State Bank.
The all-around, my man TJ Gray is back deep to return this punt. Hopefully he can get him another score to go along with the pick 6 on the first possession for the Tiger defense. Really good start. Offense loves these kind of games because offense is still over there drinking water.
Oh
no. That is
he was pushed by their guy.
We're going to say he was blocked into the punter. The Hallsville faithful do not agree with that.
Yep.
However, we have a pretty good viewpoint, and he looks like he's been pushed into him.
And it looks like the ball went out on their side on the 47-yard line, and we're going to trot out for a first time tonight. There's a few guys in front of us that are talking to the ref like they know him, and they may. He may be from Hallsville. But
they don't know. They probably won't be friends after that.
I got my man David Mayo right beside me on the camera, and he said it was a good call. It was a good call. He thinks it was a good call, so I'm going to leave it with him.
I know Cam Reitner brings out the Tiger offense from the 48-yard line. Hands off inside zone to Javari Johnson for a gain of about 6.
Man, Javari put his head down and ran right over somebody, and like you say, got 6 yards, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 4.
Javari coming off of about a 170-yard performance last week. So he was
really hard
he took
week.
Over.
Yep. TJ comes in, split wide.
Right now we got back offset left. Cam hands the ball off again to Javari Johnson for a big gain.
Yes, sir. I'm
to about the 33-yard line.
How about those big nasties in the middle up there making room for him? He's just kind of picking and choosing where he's going.
Those big pretty linemen up front.
B.
Can't ever call them the big uglies.
Glad to see Big B. Hall make his return. He was out last week. You know, we were without a bunch of guys last week.
We had about total about 8 starters out on offense and defense last week, so really good job. Cam flushes out to the flats
nice
to Joe Miller. Really good job by that.
Gets a first down. Hey, really good by Cam to come up and hit him on the run and not make him break stride. And Joe got his momentum going and gets down there. Oh, that's our distance we like. 2nd 1, Jeremy.
I can tell you one thing, that besides Joe Miller's family, the next happiest person that a tight end is catching is Coach Toombs' dad, Mr. Steve. Every week he tells Clint to throw the ball to the tight end. So really good job.
Got hit and ball was flushed out, and they got on it.
I know Coach Stanford really stresses ball security, and for Mr. Nash, I know he'll get another opportunity. It may not be this half, but he's going to get another opportunity. Coach Stoll. Looks like number 17, Alex Jones, on the tackle. We've called his name a lot this year.
Yeah, no doubt. Man, I'll tell you what, that defense is they're out for blood, man.
Really good job swarm tackling. I always mess with Marcus and tell him he's the real Hall, not B Hall. But either way, first down for Hallsville on a quarterback power.
That's not going anywhere. My man, Mr. Black, says no, sir.
Invalid password.
That's right.
Access denied.
You can do it one time, but don't go back to it. I got you.
Brings up a 2nd down and about 7 from, looks like about the 34-yard line.
Just gone under 4 minutes, and your Tigers up 6-0 here at Hallsville. Man, pretty nice breeze blowing.
The storm's moved out.
Yep.
Perfect night for high school football.
And probably a perfect night to sit on your couch and listen to us or watch us, Jeremy. Not watch us.
Yeah, they can hear it. They'll probably get tired of us at some point. Back flares out to the field. Quarterback's looking. We got pressure by Mr. Hope. Quarterback forces the ball down the field. Hey, really good job on the pass rush.
Yeah, really good job. I think it was
Jamarian Hope, number 32.
Yeah. Number 40. Who's number 40? That's
a Shaylin.
Yeah, Shaylin Cooper. He got all the way, and he could have really run right through the quarterback, but at last second kind of chest bumped him and held off. And because of it, it's not first and 10. It's 3rd and 7.
Either way, pretty good start, like I said, for the Texas High defense.
Yeah, and the offense made a good run down there. That's right.
Moving the chains. 3 receivers set, 1 H-back. Motions to the field to get set. Quarterback boots out to the field. Runs a little comeback over here for number 7.
Great job by Marcus Hall. He read that, and he went right in front of it, and all he could do was get his right paw on it. But because of it, it brings up a now 4th and 7. And
so I'm not up to date with the celebrations. When they do I don't know if they're doing the seat belt or they're putting the sword in.
Putting the sword up.
Yeah. I used to be up to date with all the celebrations.
That's all right. We'll get you back up to speed, Coach.
But really good play defensively. Brings up a punting situation for Hallsville with 3 minutes, 21 seconds left in the first quarter. So TJ Gray back deep, looking to get a good return for the Tigers. Snap, little offset left. Shanked punt, it seems
my
like.
favorite movie, The Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption.
I love that. Morgan Freeman's so good, and I think of it every time they trot out the punt. That's what I want to see. Is that my favorite movie?
The Tigers will set up for the second time on offense with really good field position. The first.
It's on their 50, right?
We
got it on their 50.
It should be around the 48-yard line, I think. Where we started the first time was about the 48.
Okay.
So.
You're right. No, they're taking it all the way back to the 47. Coach Stanford's like, did y'all
the
not
Texas
see what
High 47-yard line.
Yeah,
it sure looked like it went out on their side. But either way, it brings up 1st down and 10 for Texas High. Cam Reitner gets him set inline tight end to our left. Got a good pin pull scheme to the field. That is Javari's one of his favorite run plays.
I would be too.
Getting him out with some big linemen out in front of him is usually a good recipe for success early, especially when you have a pretty good interior line, which Hallsville normally does each year.
Get me behind those big guys. That's I've lost a little bit of weight. You can't see me behind those big guys now. Used to, you could see me in the last 5-6 years.
Javari nestles right inside of him, just how you're supposed to on that. Cam gets him set. He's looking down the field. He sees T.J. Gray on the go route. Really good defended by Hallsville.
Yeah, it looked like T.J. became the defender down there and may have gotten his hands on him. Good job by him because Cam kind of threw it up. And, you know, I like our chances when we throw it up down there to T.J.
Yeah,
it's either going to be him get it or nobody.
Yeah, T.J.'s a guy that even if he's covered, he may not be covered. So you always give him a chance to go up and make a play because over the years, T.J.'s made the plays week in, week out. Brings up a 3rd and short for Texas High, knocks Pilgreen in motion to the boundary. Cam calls for the ball. He hands it off on the inside zone. Great push by the Tiger O-line, and Javari is rolling to about the 26, 27-yard line.
I'll tell you, boy, that
boy, run game is rolling right now.
In the first quarter, he is just taking us on his back for the last 2 games, and he's run really hard. You talked about how many rushing yards he had last week, but man, yards after contact, that kid is racking up numbers on Yak.
I told him today if he didn't run hard, I was going to tell everybody to pull him off the field. I talked to him today in the indoor, but he was excited, he was rested, and he was ready to go, especially off that big performance last week. And it showed so far early in this game, leaning heavily on the run game.
That was a little out to Knox Pilgreen, and he came out of his break. And I think if Cam would have just held on to that just a little bit longer, he led him too much, and it's going to give us 2nd and 10.
So I will give a quick shout out to Melford and Carol Pierce, my father and mother-in-law. Got to give them credit for watching the Tigers.
Oh, baby.
Good job on the zone read by Cam. He pulls it around the outside for a gain of about 4. I know one thing with Cam back there, he always has the ability to get outside the pocket and make some things happen with his legs.
Look at that picture, Butch Dunbar sitting on his patio with a cold beverage on an awesome night. If I know him, that's probably a Diet Coke is probably what that is he's holding up.
Tell him always good to have the game up on the patio. Cam looks down the field. He sees a crossing route, a little bit high. It's going to be intercepted by.
Oh, that's a holdout. There they called it right there. They held TJ.
That's number 13, Blanton Hale.
They're going to get a flag at about the 26, 27-yard line, so it'll take it back to about the 16 is where Hallsville's going to, I think, start this possession.
The ball just a hair high, but he had a receiver open.
Yeah, had him open and just sailed it a little bit. Try to put too much mustard on it like I do my hot dog every now and then.
So the good thing is our defense has been playing pretty good. Got the only score of the game defensively. And the Hallsville faithful over here is unhappy with the officiating.
You can hear them on our field, Mike. We've got it over in a sea of purple. It's like being in whatever the Vikings play in. But Hallsville will take over with 1:28 on the clock from the 20-yard line and see if our defense can come up big again.
Gee standing about 2 feet over that official, looking down onto him. So that'll bring up 1st and 10. We have 3 receivers split out to the field, to the quarterback's right, back offset left. Quarterback calling for the ball. Quarterback's looking down across the middle.
Boom.
Pass complete to number 19. That is Josh Seal.
Yeah, and A.J. McElroy on the coverage with the tackle, but, man, who was that? I think that was number 32, Jamarian Hope. Come in, and we just keep calling his name on big hits, but they're able to get it past the chains and pick up a 1st down. Moving the ball a little bit on us on some passing routes or getting good every now and then, getting some good push up front.
Got a 2-by-2 set. Inside zone read. Quarterback keeps it, and Tristan Powell almost took his helmet off. Really good play defensively.
Yeah, he was spinning, and I don't think he didn't lead with the head or anything like that. He just made contact with his face mask to that guy's crown of his helmet.
Brings up a 2nd down and 8 with 26 seconds left. We'll see if they'll be forced to snap it at least one more time.
And then they'll pick up the wind. Looks like the wind's blowing a little bit in their face.
Number 11, Ethan Miller, quarterback for Hallsville Bobcats. Snaps rolling on the
Boom!
ground, and Hope.
He did it again. Get on the ball.
Hope gets the sack. It looks like
they may have gotten it back. But, man, I tell you, the last person I want running at me right now is Hope.
We need to have a shot out of the cannon segment. Last week it was our kicker, Mr. Delk, and this week so far it's been Mr. Hope. He has been rolling off that edge.
Yep, and that's the end of the first quarter as the clock winds down, and we will take a break. And when we come back, your Tigers will have the Hope. I mean, not the Hope Bobcats. Anyway, we'll be back after these messages.
Hallsville Bobcats.
Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, or maybe a new or pre-owned boat or RV, care for a car wash, had a fender bender, or you need service on your vehicle, boat, or RV, we have it all when you let us exceed your expectations at Greg Orr Auto, Marine, and RV in Shreveport, Texarkana, and Ashdown. Shop hassle-free and always be treated like family while choosing from our sensational selection. In Shreveport, visit Orr Acura, Orr BMW, Orr Cadillac, and the Greg Orr Pre-Owned Super Center. In Texarkana, Classic Buick GMC, Classic Cadillac, Classic Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Classic Kia, Classic Mazda, Classic Pre-Owned, the Classic Car Wash, Greg Orr Marine and RV, Greg Orr Collision, and Classic Chevrolet in Ashdown. Or visit gregorrauto.com.
All right, we're back here live in Hallsville, Texas, with now 12 minutes on the scoreboard, and Hallsville has the ball third, and Jeremy, it's 3rd and long, isn't it? What is it?
It's long enough for me to give a quick shout out to our food services department. My man Paul, who is in the building maintenance crew, he goes on and helps help you set up the Tiger Tea. Miss Gert and Daryl,
man,
they are always here, and they're here early.
They're the MVPs of all that stuff that goes on because they bring it down here, kind of get it halfway set up. I appreciate them.
They're always here to support the Tigers and everything we need. Hallsville is
he's throwing it
deep right now.
Man, I'll tell you what.
Pretty good ball by the quarterback from Hallsville.
He put it where nobody could get it.
Tim was running step for step with him, so it was a deal where either 7 would catch it or nobody, but really good job by Tim.
That's going to bring up 4th and Longview. They got to get all the way to Longview to get a first down right here.
Tom, I did notice we had some Hallsville Bobcats fans signed on. We're going to do them a favor and not announce any Bobcat numbers and players. We'll just do Texas High offensive players and Texas High defensive players.
I'll tell you what, we're not rooting for Hallsville tonight, but after this game, and especially in the playoffs, we root for everybody in our district. And
yeah, we do. Yeah, we ain't tonight, but we do after that.
12 seconds on the play clock, and they're running someone out there late. They should give us a chance to sub if we want to, but they know we don't want to.
Running into the kicker.
Goodness gracious, Tim. It's going to be a running into the kicker, so they're going to get their choice of re-kick it. They didn't like it, so maybe this time we get it right there.
Yeah, I wish we had. I don't want to look at the Hallsville. They're going to bring it up 5 yards and re-kick it. Looks like it's going to go out around probably
Coming
the 40.
to theaters near you. No, we're going to stay with them. We're going to stay here. I don't like these breaks. We'll keep mentioning people like we hope that nobody has to go to them tonight, but if you do, that's where you want to go.
Dr. Young always taking care of everybody. Javari Johnson on the handoff with an outside zone play. Really good job.
All right, all the way down. Looks like he's going to get to the 30 and pick up a first down, or you can just throw it to somebody, or give it to somebody else and follow me and get a first down.
Joe won the effort deal so far tonight. He's caught a good conversion. Well, they're going to run some power right there with number 4, Javari Johnson, for a first down.
For Mr. Ford, but man, he just ran over somebody down there. About 12.
Coleman leading the pack around the edge. We're one guy away from really making that a touchdown run.
He did a great job. Second down, probably 7, Jeremy?
Yeah, it looks like a 2nd down and 7. The ball's on the left hash into the boundary. Cam Reitner looks to get the call. He relays it to the front and gets everybody set. Joe Miller's in line, so he needs to tell that receiver to get off the line of scrimmage up top, or that's going to be an illegal formation.
Oh, nice cut. Really nice cut, and he gets all the way for a first down. That's our man, Javari Johnson.
We got away with one right there.
We got away with a hold?
No, we got away with the illegal formation. The receiver up top was still on the line. Either way, that brings up a first down at about the 11-yard line.
I can't see that far, and maybe neither can they. Now's where you got to punch it in. Got the ball inside the 12.
Probably look for Javari right here.
Fought him at the 3. He came from the right side, Jeremy, and came underneath, and Cam just kind of got it out there, maybe a little bit too far, but B. Hall says, man, I got these gloves on.
Really good play set up by Coach Toon, motioning B. Hall from the field into the formation and sneaking him back into the flats and the boundary. Really good job, misdirection pass play there inside this 5-yard line. Brings up a first down and goal at about the 3. Cam Reitner hands it off to Javari Johnson, who is in the end zone.
Touchdown, Tigers, Javari Johnson, and the Tigers put another one on the board for 12, and they're going to trot Mr. Delk out to tack on the extra point. There's my man Paul down there on the horn. He's a little bit late this time. I think he was still gloating because we mentioned his name at the beginning of the quarter.
I can hear that Tiger band firing up. I know that from all the way over here. That Tiger band is loud.
Love to hear that song.
Cheerleaders doing cartwheels and flips.
Pilgreen to McMillan, and then Mr. Delk does the rest and puts it right down the middle. Now your score, Tigers 13, Bobcats 0, and we'll be right back after these messages. Back with you live in Hallsville, Texas, and after a score puts it to Tigers 13, the Bobcats 0, and Franklin Delk will be kicking off for the Tigers with 8:53 left in the first half.
Tell them, really good job on that last offensive possession with Javari. Good hard running.
Really good kick into the wind right there, and they're going to call a fair catch at the 5, so they'll get the ball out at the 25, I believe. Jeremy?
Yep.
And we will stay here as the Tiger D trots out. And right now pitching a shutout. Really moving Hallsville back every play right now.
I know Coach Wilson and Coach Hawk all week has really stressed effort, alignment, tackling. Really good job so far.
Yep.
It's always a good game when defensively you have just as many points as your offense. It's either really good or really bad.
Playing clean.
High intensity up front. We got the box alert.
Oh, high pass right there, and who's that? Is that Tim?
It's number 5 on
Tim
number 5.
Austin. He was tight coverage, so if the guy would have caught it, it wouldn't have been much of a gain, but he was right there in his shirt with him. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bobcats. You know, this crowd was in the game early with that long pass, and they've kind of been sitting on their hands over here while the Tigers are cheering. We like to see that.
Jamari and Hope on the inside stunt. Ball handed off, taking it to the field.
He made a good little cut right there. Their guy, he was stopped behind the line of scrimmage and made a really good cut and gets out to, looks like he gained about 5, Jeremy.
Yeah, it's going to bring up a 3rd and medium.
3rd and 5, and they're going to go with some tempo.
They're having a little communication issue,
Oh,
and the ball is
ball.
snapped, and
Ball.
that is a broken play by the Hallsville Bobcats.
They got some kind of hold or something right here. Maybe it could end up being a legal man downfield.
So either way, we're going to probably decline that thing.
Legal shift.
We're going to decline it and bring up a 4th down.
It's not a dead ball, and we'll bring up 4th and 5. And Hallsville will have to trot out to punt again after he's in legal shift on the offense. 4th down.
The 4th down. Really good job by the Texas High defense being set. It's not their job to make sure the opposing offense is set. So
and really good job by the quarterback to get the ball and get it away, because he was not looking when that ball was snapped, and because it was a little bit, it was a little bit low, but it wasn't off. If it was offline, that ball would have been way back there.
Number 11, Ethan Miller for the Bobcats. He played receiver last year. The nearest hash to the home side. Sitting up at about the 38-yard line.
Gets it high. It's not a real long punt, but it's not returnable, and it's going to get a really good bounce. Good job by that kicker to come back and do his job. We talk about it. I kind of said he had a few shanks or whatever, but he comes back and gets off a good punt for them.
About a mile high.
It was high, boy. You can tell he's got a leg, and gets a really good roll, a Hallsville Bobcat roll down to, looks like they're going to spot it somewhere around the 38-yard line for the Tigers, and we'll take over, and Cam will bring his offense back out with Javari in the backfield.
We better back up. Better back up a little bit.
Yeah. He was just, every now and then you try to get an extra couple yards.
Cam gets the call, calls for the ball, looking downfield, comes back to the field. He has
got him deep.
B-Hall on the deep ball.
B-Hall stopped a little bit short. I think if he keeps running, he catches that and hits his head on the goalpost.
Really good job by Cam.
Yeah, that was a really good throw. I think he had him on stride right there. I think if B-Hall watches that one on film, he may want that back. But
may have got on him a little quick. Cam has a rocket arm and put the ball right where you need it.
Bring up 2nd and 10.
Hand off to Javari right here on the
like
an inside zone play.
Good tackle by their guy, number 40. My eyes aren't good enough, Jeremy. If you can see who number 40 is, we can call his name. But
looks like Cohen Ellis, the senior DN. See, I told you we'll announce some Bobcat players.
Right.
Not a whole bunch, but we will announce a few. So you Bobcat fans, don't hold that too against us. Either way, 3rd and about 7 for the Texas High offense. 7:26 to go in the second quarter. Cam Reitner gets the offense set, calls for the ball, fakes the play action, and now he's flushed outside the pocket.
I can't throw it there. It was
almost
past the line. They got the flag. They're probably going to decline
legal
it right
forward
there.
Pass.
Yep.
There's a gray area in there that. If your toe is just touching the line of scrimmage, it's
not the ball.
It's a legal play.
It's any part of your body behind that line of scrimmage.
Either way, you're under the impression that Hallsville will decline that to bring up a 4th down for the Tiger offense. Bring on the punt team. Having a little time getting them big linemen off the field. Two receivers split out to the boundary. Looks like Cam Reitner's going to catch the.
Yep, it's our first punt of the night.
Catch the punt and try to get off a good punt after we tack on the penalty.
I guess it's a
loss
loss
of
of down. That's right.
Yeah.
It's 5 yards and a loss of down.
Either Featherweight Knox Pilgrim, deep snapper, snaps it to Cam. Cam rugby's to the right, gets a good line drive off with a Tiger bounce at about. It's going to keep rolling.
Oh, nice. That's exactly what you
want.
want.
It's going to roll all the way
get
down
all the way to the
about
20
the 20-yard line.
Don't touch it yet, says Knox. He said, I'm going to let it get all the way to the 19. And he was the guy that snapped it, and he was the guy that placed it out of play at the 19
yard line.
That's right. That's right.
So her and her husband are always watching the Tigers.
Shane Head listening again. Every week we see him.
Hey, I will say Mr. Paul Alexander, he's always watching. He's got some grandkids in the program, and he's always queued up here on TigerVision.
Oh,
Texarkana
good tackle
Gameday.
right there. Man, really good tackle on the end, because if he doesn't get him right there, is that number 40?
That's a Shaylin.
That's him. That's Coop, my man Coop, and he gets a really good tackle right there, and because of it, he brings up 2nd and 5, a long 5. Danny Heflin watching. He watches every time we're on the road.
So it brings up a 2nd down and about 5. 6:25 to go in the second quarter. Got some pressure coming from the boundary. Ball's thrown out here to number 7. Alex Jones, number 17 on the
He was
tackle.
a ball hawk right there. He followed him around. I want to give a shout out to Andy Robbins, lifetime member of the Booster Club, Texas High through and through. He's watching with his sister, I believe, Michelle Robbins Johnson, class of 84.
Class of 84. I was born in 85.
I call him Tiger Andy.
Tiger Andy.
He's all Texas High all the time.
He sure is. 1st and 10 for the Hallsville Bobcats. Jamarian Hope coming from the boundary right here, number 32. It's almost just too easy for him.
I'm telling you.
You got to have somebody to block that guy.
Yeah.
I know that. Or he'll do that all night. They're trying to read him, quarterback. Hand the ball off. Maybe should have kept it around the edge on that one on the zone read. Either way, it's 2nd and about 7. I say about because I can't see just as the scoreboard's pretty far away. I think they have maybe 2nd and 6, but 2nd down. Quarterback fakes the handoff. He's looking downfield. He's got a crosser. The ball is batted down at the line of scrimmage.
Man, really good. I think that was number 95 that got his paw up there. That was Orlando Barnes, junior defensive lineman for the Tigers. Don't know if he hit it.
I told Orlando I would not tell the Tiger community his nickname is a sophomore, but it's a good one. And I told him, I said, I ain't gonna do you like that.
When are you gonna tell us?
I'll tell. I had to get permission from him, but it's a good nickname. It's not anything bad, but it is a good sophomore nickname.
Okay.
I think he got it as a freshman, but Orlando's one of the strongest guys in the program. He was a power lifter, and he can squat and bench the house. So
we're coming off the corner, man. They were holding us.
Holding us big time.
Nobody's out there watching that. Our coaching staff kind of wanting to know what was going on. Speaking of the coaches, they got some fly shoes over there they're wearing tonight. Man, I got to try to get me a pair of them.
Tell him I didn't want to bring. Coach Stanford always tries to hook me up a little bit on some gear, and I didn't want to. With the rain, I didn't want to bring out the fresh kicks this week. I'll save them for homecoming next weekend.
There you go.
At Grimm Stadium will be my 20th year high school reunion.
Wow.
20 years.
Got my 30th coming up.
Ooh, man, 20 years.
4th and 6, a long 6, and Hallsville's going to punt. Gets another booming punt off away from TJ. TJ's going to go over and get it.
He has
nice cut. Nice cut. What's he doing? Go, TJ, high-stepping over there. Thought he's going to get another one for his mama. He's going to go out of bounds at about the, man, I can't tell, about the 47-yard line.
He looked like he was running. Everybody else was in quicksand.
Man, I'll tell you what, that kid can cut on a dime. And what are they? They're taking us back. Did he call a fair catch or something?
That's what it's looking like. They're saying that he may have called a fair catch. Hey, that just gives us longer to drive.
Holding on us. Okay. Oh, I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to get us more room. I like it when they get us more room back there. More room to work with. It's going to take us all the way about to the 24, Jeremy, where we've got 76 to go.
Yeah.
4:54 on the clock.
Tigers with a little 13-point lead here. Cam Reitner gets him set, hands the ball off to number 4, Javari Johnson, for a gain of about 3. 2-3. Anytime we can hand it to 4, that is a good plan offensively.
Man, I'd like to see a nice long drive right here, culminating in some points, and keep them off the board in the first half, and go in with a nice lead.
Yeah, we would like to put one in here, get a comfortable 20-0 lead going into halftime. Got an inline tight end set to the boundary, 2 receivers to the field. Cam's looking to the boundary, scanning the field.
Great. I was going to say great protection, but several flags.
Just to get rid of it. B. Hall catches it on his shoulder pad.
Oh, my goodness, what a catch by B. Hall, but it's going to go back because of a hold. Man, clip that thing up, Morgan, and let's see that right away.
Tell him it's always the offensive line's fault.
That's going to give us even more room.
Quay Ford, the freshman, left tackle, on the hold. I know Coach Stanford doesn't allow us to teach him to hold, so I don't know why they called that.
It's never taught, is it?
Never one time. I coached for 15 years and never once taught him how to hold. Either way, brings up a second and very long. But the good thing is we have playmakers at every skill position that can go the distance every time they touch the ball. Cam gets the call in. We got a 2-by-2 set. Cam calls for the ball. We got a screen set up.
It was set up.
Set up perfectly.
To Javar, and he said, man, I've been running it all night. You wanted me to catch it.
You got linemen out front of us. One thing you got to do, sometimes your eyes get a little big and you turn to run before you tuck the ball away, and we get a incomplete pass that will now bring up 3rd and very long for the Tigers at about the 22-yard line. 4:05 to go in the second quarter. 2-by-2 set. Cam is looking down the field. Now he sees.
Oh, no.
He was looking for Booney, number 8, across the middle.
I couldn't tell if B. Hall broke that route off, but I think you're right. He was looking for Booney, and we live to fight another day because they didn't pick it off, and it hit him right in the hands. And we'll get our second punt of the night deep in our own territory.
That's the good thing about coaching offense is when you screw up, you can always punt the ball. If you're on 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter, Cam Reitner catches the snap. He rolls to his right and gets a punt off.
Oh, man, what
really
a kick.
Good punt. Fair catch.
Fair catch.
Called. Oh, the ball is out.
Oh,
and
they blew the whistle.
No, that's a – you can't
I know,
do that.
they blew the whistle, though.
That is a Texas high ball unless something –
No, they blew the whistle. Oh, they are going to get the ball because they blew the whistle. But we got a clear recovery. That's – yeah. This guy's right up here this time. He said you blew the whistle.
That is what we call an inadvertent whistle.
That's an inadvertent whistle, and it's – I don't know if they – I think an inadvertent – if it's a clear recovery in the NFL and it's an inadvertent, the team that recovers it gets it. But
here in Hallsville, Texas, it's probably going to be the Hallsville Bobcats ball.
Oh, Stanford's mad, and I would be too. They said, Coach, our bad. What?
Coach Stanford is not happy.
He said, our bad? Is that what he said?
They're going to replay
the down. Well, we don't want that.
That's not good either.
How in the world would you replay the down?
That is an official trying to make it up as.
But that's, I mean,
the
thing is,
an official is wrong no matter what he does on that situation. It's one of them deals where it's an inadvertent whistle, and nobody feels worse about that than the official does. I've had that happen before. However, either way, it is a replay and 4th down.
Man, there's no way.
With 3:49.
The clock doesn't reset either.
No, the clock
doesn't reset either.
It's just a my bad.
Yeah.
We're going to redo it. Anyway, Cam catches the ball, rolls back to his right, and gets another good punt off. Hopefully we get a Tiger roll.
There we go. We'll take it. Okay, replay the down. That's what I said I wanted. Great job by Cam, and looks like Knox Pilgrim's going to let it roll all the way to the 30, and we'll Hallsville will take over at their own 30 instead of us taking over at their 40. I think they'll take it. They take the play.
They were in a
as well.
win-win on that deal.
Yeah, no doubt. No matter what happened, the only thing that could have happened is if they roughed the punter or something. But still, we would have gotten it way back there. So Hallsville will trot out with 3:36 left on the clock.
Quick shout out to Justin Matlock, former T-High Tiger, during this change of possession. Brings up a first down. 3:36 to go in the second. Hallsville calls for the ball. They're faking a play action to nobody. Anyway, number 11 rolls out to the field.
Does a good job.
That is Ethan Miller. Ethan Miller's dad is the police chief here in Hallsville. The reason I know that because we rode up on the elevator together to get up here, and he was a very nice man.
And they're keeping him safe tonight, just like his dad's keeping Hallsville safe.
So shout out to the Hallsville Police Department and the Hallsville ISD Police Department alongside TISD, making sure everybody stays in line here at Bobcat Stadium. But
double pass. I saw
throwback to the quarterback. We used to call that one Gator Scream. Really good job by Tim forcing him.
And we called Ethan, and he's going to score. Man, you know what? We saw that last week. They did it on us last week, and I'm sure they saw that on tape. And man, it was open. It looked like Merriman saw it a little bit, maybe a half step late, and couldn't get over to the quarterback.
He was there, though.
He was there. And
hey, I'm telling you, and this has been this way for years since I've been associated with TISD and Texas High football, and that's been a long time. Is this game is never ever over. It's always Texas High will jump out to a lead, and then they'll come back, or vice versa. So expect this one to go down to the very end. It always does.
With 3:15 left on the clock, it's going to be 13-7. Texas High over Hallsville, and now Hallsville will have to kick it off to the Tigers, and we'll see if the
get a shout out. Let me get a shout out to Miss Valerie DePriest.
Yeah.
She's watching. She's always around She's always volunteering and doing everything to help the Tigers, so we appreciate her.
I was going to say her better half, but her other half is watching with her. Been talking to him, and he just let us know that
we give her a shout out. We'll give her a shout out for sure. She's always around.
Per Twitter, the Tigers lost in volleyball tonight, so they've been on a roll, but they lost in 4 sets.
Well, I know their next game. Whoever they're playing next, they better look out.
They were playing here at Hallsville tonight and lost in 4.
Yeah, they usually the district schedules for volleyball and football usually marry up for the most part. And a lot of times after the volleyball games, the volleyball players will come down and watch and support the Tigers out here. So we always want to give a shout out to the volleyball team. I know they'll rebound next game. But either way, we are 3:16 to go in the first half. Texas High's kickoff return team is on the field. And the kicker has some very bright orange shoes. I wish I could see his number as good as I can see them orange shoes.
I know that's right.
But either way, it is a 13-7 game, so it will be a game. A little fake onside, fake kick deep. I don't even know which way it's going. I know one thing: they better tackle him, or it's going to be a long one.
Here we go.
He's still rolling.
He shoots out of there like a cannon.
B. Hall.
That's B. Hall.
What a run by B. Hall. Down to the 31-yard line.
I'll tell you what, that's what you want after a fake like that, and I don't think they'll be faking it on us again because B. Hall said, "I'll see you and raise you one."
A lot of times when you get those misdirectional punt or kickoff where you got a guy faking here, they don't get down in their kickoff lanes, and you have some liability in that kickoff coverage. But a benefit for the Tigers, it'll be 1st and 10 on the 31-yard line with 3:03 to go in the second quarter. Cam Reitner will bring the offense back out. Looking at a short field. I think you can't go wrong right here by giving the ball to 4. But O-line coach always says that, right? Run the ball.
Every time.
We got D1 receivers, and I want to run the ball.
Yeah.
Hand off to Javari.
Oh, man.
Great push by Evan Holman.
Good cut.
Look at that.
Get outside. Good tackle on the edge by number 13 for Hallsville, but really good run behind the offensive line for Javari.
Evan Holman, the right tackle, getting some great push over there with Josh Blackwell, the right guard.
Javari's going to come off, and who's that coming in?
Looks like Keelan Nash.
Yeah.
See, he come in. Hey, I thought he would be a second half back after turning the ball over, but Coach Stanford gave him a pretty good pep talk and sent him back out there. He has some really good yardage on the season, so same deal here, handing the ball back off. He's got both hands on that thing, didn't he?
He had both hands.
He had both hands and the chin tucked on that ball. He ain't trying to turn that thing over again. But either way, we're still in a good situation here. The clock is running. You want to score, but you don't want to score too quickly. But you do want to score. So I looked for some sort of play action here and get Cam out to the field and get him moving.
Shout out to one of our sponsors, Texar and Texarkana College, for all they do for Texarkana. There's Knox. There's Knox Pilgreen.
There it is.
Oh, and Knox is going to run over you. If you get in front of him, he's going to run over you. He comes from a tough family.
Knox had a great offseason. Yeah. Really great offseason.
Good play right there. I know some of his family's watching from probably Colorado Springs, some of them from the stands over there, and some of them, never know.
They're always doing something cool.
Port Arthur, I think.
Yeah, they're always doing something cool. Either way, brings up 3rd and short. Cam hands the ball off to Keelan, and he is running as fast as he can with both hands on the ball.
Looks like we're bringing in Javari. May go for it on 4th down. Javari and B. Hall coming in.
Looks like number 30, Willie Scheider from Hallsville on the tackle. So every now and then I'll mix
bring
in some
Franklin Delk.
I think that's a good call.
Delk, the kicker. Get him
push it to a 9-point lead.
Probably a 32-yarder. It's going to set it down. It's going to be about a 32-yarder. 9 seconds left on the clock. Good snap, good hold. Big leg right down the middle. Big kick for Franklin Delk. And, man, that puts the Tigers up 16-7. Really good drive. And it stalled out, and they thought about maybe going for it, and they said, no, we got a guy who can kick it from probably 50, 52, I think is what he told me the other day, and we're going to go to a break and come right back. Back here live in Hallsville, Delk will be kicking off. My man JT Teasy, John Thomas Barwitz, is watching from Boston.
From Harvard.
Harvard. On the square. 35 seconds left on the clock. Looking for a big kick from Franklin Delk. Puts a boot in it.
Good kick down to about
the way back to
4.
Oh, nice job. Stayed in his lane. Who's that? It's number 11. I saw him for the game. I said, big game tonight. It's Omarion Reese.
The senior wide receiver, always doubling up. He does anything.
He's a receiver, but he makes some really good tackles on kickoff, and because of it, Hallsville's going to have the ball with 28 seconds on the clock. And you never know, man. You take a gambler's mentality right there, and hey, shout out to our band and high steppers. Those high steppers, one thing for sure, and I say it every week, is we always win halftime with our band and high steppers. And they do really, man, they work extremely hard, just like the athletes, and put a great product on the field.
That brings up 1st down and 10. Faking a handoff. Screen set up to the boundary down here. We got the Tiger. Look at a Shalen running from about 30 yards away.
Coop sniffed that out. I think he could have tackled the quarterback or the guy that caught the ball. He came from, like you said, all the way across the field, and 20 seconds left now and second down. Did get out of bounds, so the clock did stop. Just kind of want to shell. It's all right if you give up some yards right here, and they got T.J. Gray back deep.
And we got Marcus Hall and T.J. Gray back deep at the safeties. Two good safeties, can run and athletic. Ball is snapped. Quarterback looking down the field. He sees a vertical route up top.
Good job by Tim.
Bottom.
Tim was right in his hip pocket.
Hey,
just
5
like
on 5.
5 on 5.
Number
And
five.
I'll take 5 white versus 5 purple, and that's who made the play, but had his arm on him, just how it's taught, got his head turned around, and he said, hey, keep throwing it at me over here. I'm going to get me one.
Brings up third down and short. Third down and short, running a 3 down right here. Ball is fumbled.
Boom.
And that is number 32.
Man.
Hope.
Who's that guy?
Hey, I'm telling you, they have not blocked him yet coming off that edge.
Nice of him to get in the game.
I know the head coach at Hallsville is scratching his head on that because he is running free consistently.
I think Coach Stanford got a timeout on 4th down over there, and the clock kept running, so he's going to ask them if they can put a few. We'll see what the umpire says. Referee, please put some time back on the clock. No. Please put 8 seconds.
We're going to stay right here.
Absolutely. There ain't any sense in going away. We're going to have a long halftime performance, and I'm going to have me some good Hallsville nachos. That turkey sandwich on the way while you were driving just wasn't enough.
I know it. I know you enjoyed it. I was trying not to get pulled over by a state trooper. We had plenty of state troopers down the interstate from Texarkana to Hallsville. So just on your way back, make sure you stay under the speed limit.
Hey, your man DeCorey Birmingham will be there around Atlanta. So
DeCorey Birmingham, our local state trooper, former Arkansas Razorback, Atlanta Rabbit alum. Every now and again, I'll see him have somebody pulled over on 59. And
man, being an Arkansas Razorback fan, I just remember in the Democrat Gazette after he caught that pass, and it said Jones to Birmingham to Atlanta, sent the Hogs to the SEC or the SEC championship game.
Yep, beat LSU that day. I was a senior in high school watching that. Either way, it's 4th down and 11. Hallsville catches the punt, gets a high arcing punt to.
We're going to get away from it.
It's going to go at about the 47-yard line.
Clock will wind down, and at the end of the first half, as your Tigers go into the dressing room, it's 16-7.
I will give a quick shout out to one of my former O-linemen at the University of Arkansas that just logged in, Zach Tubbs, my right tackle. Big Zach Tubbs from Coleman, Alabama.
Yeah.
Good shout out, my guy. Good to always see you logged in to watch the Texas High Tigers here in East Texas.
Well, he can stick around and watch the Texas High Steppers and Band at halftime and then catch the second half right here from Hallsville when we come back.
What's it like at Texarkana College? Life-changing. Starting here means you can go anywhere. We offer student support, student life, dual credit, and hands-on training. And now you can enroll anytime. We'll help you start your future at Texarkana College. Get started by visiting us on campus or online at texarkanacollege.edu. Your future starts here. What's it like at Texarkana College? Life-changing. Starting here means you can go anywhere. We offer student support, student life, dual credit, and hands-on training. And now you can enroll anytime. We'll help you start your future at Texarkana College. Get started by visiting us on campus or online at texarkanacollege.edu. Your future starts here.
Here at Local Habit Coffee Company, we are true coffee connoisseurs and the area's only third wave coffee shop. We are excited as football and fall rolls around to introduce this year's fall drink lineup. We have an all-organic homemade pumpkin spice latte, a delicious s'mores latte, and finally, a smoked maple bourbon cortado that can only be described as fall in a cup. No matter what your preference, you can get your dose of fall right here at Local Habit. We cannot wait to see you in one of our shops, and remember to go make something good happen.
Let's see about graduation. No worries. Their band was getting down in the stands.
Were they? That's awesome. I had the drum line. I had told everyone, I was like, man, we missed the drum line coming out in the morning, so we used to pump everyone up. So at 5 o'clock this morning, I was like, hey, drumline wants to perform in the rotunda at 7:35, and he was like, is this you? Did you okay this? And I was like, no, not me, no. But hypothetically, if it was me, would it be okay? And he was like, it's fine, we have nothing going on this morning. I was like, I just wanted to let you know. And the kids loved it. Like, there was kids dancing again. Like, it was good.
I like the drum line.
And they looked way tired, but it was good. This is a way easier crowd. I will be home recovering, so I will be out for 2 weeks in October.
Ladies and gentlemen, Texarkana Independent School District is proud to present to the field the 2023-2024 Texas High Steppers. Under the direction of Amber Reynolds, have traveled as far as New York City and received numerous awards and recognitions in both state and national competitions. The High Stepper officers are Ellie Robinson, Senior Lieutenant Liberty Maldonado Cowan, and Senior Captain Cameron Jean. Is Amy Baker. Thank you, Ms. Baker, for all you do for Texas High School. Our performance tonight is dedicated to you. Tonight, the High Steppers will entertain you with a streamer routine to Seven Nation Army. Ladies and gentlemen, your Texas High Steppers. Award-winning Texas High School Tiger Marching Band. The Tiger Band is under the direction of Marty Lawson, Steve Bennett, Emily Goff, Dominique Phillips, Crystal Davis, Ryan Hathaway, Nicholas Talbot, Herman Montoya, and assisted by Daryl East and Connor Corbin. Tonight we feature our 2023 competition show entitled Liquid Gold.
It's a frame with the team's name logo on it, and then there's a little thing you can scan, and it opens up a playlist for them to stretch to.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is cute, but like when you give it to them, it looks really
and
small.
Now, Texas fans,
and they
please
usually
welcome
give us like something bigger.
the Tiger Marching Band.
So it's kind of like, oh, just this tiny thing. Like it's a good concept, but I just think maybe it needs to be in a basket or some other.
Yeah. Is Has the team ever not given y'all anything? Or have you refused to come over here and talk to y'all? Or
I don't think so. I mean, during playoffs, we don't do it. No one does it during playoffs.
Yeah.
My dance classes. Gibson made an announcement early in the week. It was like, all kids need to stay in their class.
Today, they're fixing, you can't just walk to our office now. We have that door.
Oh, yeah. Y'all are like locked in.
Yeah. Well, like, it's a good and bad thing because, like, when Lloyd comes to me, I have to, like let her in, which is not a big deal. But it's just like, today we had to shut the whole office down, but people are still coming in there. And then we're like, when we say emergency, like, everyone's definition of emergency is different. Like, one girl's like, this kid looked at me weird. If it's an emergency, you can talk to me. It's not.
Those flags remind me of pizza.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm just hungry. Like when they throw them up, I'm like, oh, it's like this pizza.
Yeah.
get the VIP seating. They can hear everything we're saying.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Drill team contest in Galveston, Texas. The bells are under the field direction of All-Star Elite Dancer Senior Lieutenant Riley Freeman, All-Star Junior Lieutenant Aubrey Tennyson, All-Star Junior Lieutenant Caitlin Scott, All-Star Elite Dancer Senior Captain Bella Torres, and All-Star Elite Dancer Senior Captain Faith Stowe. Belle of the Week is Gracie Purifoy. Manager of the Week is Avery Moniz. Staff member of the week is Miss Pam Rhodes, a secretary at the high school. Teacher of the week is Miss Carolyn Thompson, a leadership teacher at the high school. Tonight, the Bells will perform a palm routine to Any Way You Want It. direction of Miss Catherine Calloway and Miss Mandy Jenkins. And I'm Jordan Swearingen, the voice of the Bobcat Bells. Recognizing the importance and rich heritage of the Precision Marching Unit, the Hallsville High School Band promotes and preserves the military style of performance among marching bands of America and encourages the superior performance of traditional march music. Presenting the 2023-2024 HHS Bobcat Band Majorettes and Flag Corps. The auxiliary member of the week is Samaya Smith. The uniform crew member of the week is Grant Hood. Voting crew members of the week are Chase Wilt and Haley Johnson. Freshman marcher of the week is Jaden Loud. Sophomore marchers of the week are Sophia Garcia and Peyton Hollowell. The junior marchers of the week are Will Pokachek and Connor Snook. Senior marcher of the week is Katie Hall. The band director over and beyond award goes to Ruth Jenkins, Connor Snook, and John Brandon. At this time, the Bobcat Band would like to feature the flags and majorettes on the dance twirl routine to the band arrangement of These Boots Are Made for Walking. Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime enjoyment, we proudly present to you the Roaring Band from Bobcat Land, the Hallsville High School Sweepstakes Band. The band will be performing their UIL contest drill for the first time tonight. Is under the field direction of junior drum major William Cavan, son of Laura and Danny Cavan. William is a saxophone player in the Bobcat Band, and junior John Brandon, a trombone player in the Bobcat Band, and the son of Jeff and Andrea Brandon. Listen to the Bobcat Band roar to the sound of Majesty Fanfare and Quality Plus March. The band is featuring percussionists Luke Jenkins, Brantley Bonner, Coleman Goats, Zach Owens, Alex McFarland, and Ben Clagg on mallets and rudimental rope drums. The band will then step off to Strategic Air Command. Watch for the double starbursts. band continues their performance tonight with a special arrangement of Concord featuring piccolo players Macy Posey, George Calderon, Mrs. Spencer, Paul Royal, Viola Rivera, followed by the Golden Fanfare. Concluding their performance, the Bobcat Band would like to dedicate the play of One Straw in the memory of longtime Bobcat Band Mr. Stan Jackson. Smith, Keaton Box, Randy Furman, Jennifer Pepper, Chris Crawford, and Michael Turpin. Major Red Flag choreographer and sponsor is Shannon Johnson. And I'm Chris Crawford, the voice of the Bobcat Band.
All right.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're back. We got to come back when those Tigers run through that tunnel, baby.
World's longest but greatest halftime show we've been a part of this year.
And I do want to say that I saw some comments. Jeremy and I have nothing to do with any skipping or anything that goes on in the performance tonight. We're only in control when everything is going great. And when it starts messing up because of internet, we have nothing to do with it. But anyway, we're back here live in Hallsville, Texas, and the Tigers are back on the field, up 16-7 at half, and 12 minutes placed on the clock. And we should be getting the ball to start the second half, Jeremy, and maybe get it and let's take it to the house.
Yeah, this game here has kind of been a momentum deal back and forth. There hadn't been a good flow on either side. A defensive score really has kind of separated the two teams. A lot of penalties, a lot of sloppiness from, I would say, more so from the Hallsville offense. But there's penalties on both sides. It's really kind of broke up the flow of this game. But I will say this, just being a part of this, and I said this earlier, this game is far from over. Hopefully we can put it away quickly in the second half. But one time a superintendent at Atlanta, Roger Haley, told me hope is not a plan. So with that being said, we are going to get ready for the second half. Hopefully the Tigers can come out here and put a score up quickly.
What would you have said in halftime? What kind of adjustments would you have made, Coach?
Well, I think the first thing offensively that you got to eliminate the turnover. You got to get Javari Johnson more carries. He's got to be the focal point. Your offensive line is getting good push. Mix in your play actions when you can. Deep shots to TJ and B Hall are always good. Defensively is going to be more of the same. Defense has been on point since the first snap. The alignment's good. The effort is completely and separating themselves defensively. Tigers flying around on the defensive end pretty much the entire first half. I know Coach Stanford's telling defense get some turnovers and win the special teams and run the ball. So
I think they do this little deal every time.
We're doing that, and they get an onside kick.
Oh,
we're
nice
going to fall
recovery.
on it.
Really nice recovery. Tell me, who is that, Knox Pilgrim?
That is
84?
84.
84. That's Xavier Powell.
That is Tristan Powell's younger brother, Xavier, getting some action live on the Texarkana game day.
Sophomore wide receiver, and he said, hey, I'll catch one off the ground. But, hey, that thing was coming hot, and because he makes that great play, Tigers are going to take over and have really good field position on about the 45-yard line.
We've had good field position pretty much the entire game. Brings up a 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line on the left hash. They're getting the ball set.
Maybe a little chain gang over there.
We've got an offsides. We're going to move it up 5.
Oh, yeah, we'll take it. We'll take
it
all the way up. We're in their side of the field on their 50.
We are right on that line. Either way, brings up a first down. 2 receivers to the field. Cam calls for the ball, hands it off on an outside zone play. Really good job over on the left side by Damian Chisholm and Quay Ford on the left side, pushing the Hallsville defense back for about a gain of 2 to 3.
Everybody stayed for halftime, and they're going to get them a pickle and a pop down there, giving us a little bit more room up here.
Yeah, we don't have as much traffic as we had in the first half up here. Cutting through here. Cam Reitner hands the ball off again. Javari Johnson's going to get tackled for no gain.
Man, couldn't make it. He popped that first guy, but had 2 more get on him right away and couldn't get any gain. It's going to bring up about a 3rd and 8. Look like, Jeremy.
It's going to be a 3rd and long situation for the Tiger offense. Not ideal start, but with the playmakers we have, any play can go the distance. We're going to start in 3 receivers to the field. Back offset left. Cam's calling for the ball.
Good protection.
He's looking downfield, and he has some space, and this is where he is very, very dangerous.
And does a really good job to get out of bounds. Don't take a big hit over there when he doesn't need to. And really good job by the offensive line. And the guy in front of us.
Apparently there was a holding that we didn't see.
I think he knows the ref because he's been talking to him on that. But Tiger Nation, D. Beasley in Denver, Colorado is watching us. Keeps up with his
get my old
Tigers.
roommate logged in, Daniel Ludwig, the former Texas High Tiger alum. Hand off on a zone play right here. Knox Pilgrim kind of gets caught up on the line, and Javari had nowhere to go there. Good job coming out by the Hallsville Bobcat defense, being pretty angry inside the middle there. But I think the game plan is pretty clear so far from the Tiger offense. We're going to get it to 4 and get it to him quite a bit.
They're loading up the box, looks like, on us.
Say that's good, because if you get through that box, there's not very many people there. We get a little split zone action, get Knox in the boundary.
Yeah, he couldn't hold on to that. That ball was tipped. The ball was tipped at the line, and it fluttered, and because of it, Knox couldn't turn his body and get it all the way around. Kind of got his paws on it, but was hit at the same time. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Tigers.
Tell them we're going to cycle some personnel on the field. Joe Miller comes off the field, and B. Hall comes onto the field. So we're going to match a little bit more speed out there in this 2x2 set.
This may end up being TJ Gray time.
We got pressure from the field. Cam looks down the field. We got a corner route. Cam
gets away. Nice cut. Cam's going to pick up the first down. Good blocking out there by Knox Pilgrim. And Cam does it with his legs. Gets all the way inside the 20 down to the 18 where the ball will be spotted. And the Tigers will have 1st and 10 in the red zone, Jeremy. Or as I like to call it, the orange zone.
The orange zone. Tell him, Cam is dangerous with his legs. He is hard to tackle in open space. That's the good thing about our offense. We've got guys at every skill position that is pretty tough to bring down. We get a 3-receiver set with an inline tight end. We're running some pin pull schemes to the field.
Good cut back. Good cut back. Good tackle. Gets all the way. Oh, no.
Not a gain of about 7 yards.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up 2nd and short on about the 12-yard line. You probably can hear some Hallsville fans close to us unhappy with the officiating.
I don't know. I think that guy's his cousin. He wants him to look up here.
Hey, he'll keep you entertained. Either way, that brings up a 2nd down and short. We got 2 receivers stacked up top. Cam calls for the ball. He's going to hand off to Javari right up the middle.
Look at these. Look. Keep blocking. No.
Woo!
All the way through the goal line and all the way through the end zone. Now they're going to call a penalty on us, but it's going to be a touchdown. Looks like for Javari Johnson.
Yeah, Josh Blackwell and Evan Holman going to get penalized there for a little extracurricular.
They did block a long time.
They drove him to the back of the goal line.
I just never heard a whistle, and I don't know if they were waiting until the whistle. But they're going to call it right here. A dead ball, unsportsmanlike penalty on Texas High. That'll be their first.
Tell them we ain't playing checkers out here. This is full combat karate.
They're going to assess it on the kickoff, it looks like. Or no, they're going to move it back right now, so it's going to be 15. Mr. Delk's going to, he said, hey, you're going to get 1 point.
Back them up to about the 30, just so we can bomb one from about 50.
I did think he said assess it on the kickoff, so they're.
Either way, great start for the Texas High offense.
Guy didn't say anything to the officials that time.
I know coaching O-line, you'd rather have to call them off than tell them to sick them. So even though that's a penalty, we'll take it. Oh, hard snap.
Let's get on it. There's a flag too. They may have been offside. No. Looks like Worth's going to get in on the tackle. He's going to get him a tackle.
There's going to be a penalty, so we'll see where that is.
Do you see the flag, Jeremy?
It's way up there on the other hash. It's going to come back. I think it's an offsides on the defense.
Yeah,
the official's bringing it back.
That's how they got there, but this guy's not going to like it that his cousin did that again.
You can expect to hear some loud cheering for the officials from the Hallsville sideline.
We got a guy down for Hallsville at midfield that was on the bottom of that scrum. Hope he's okay. And we're going to take a quick timeout and be right back here in Hallsville, Texas.
Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, or maybe a new or pre-owned boat or RV, care for a car wash, had a fender bender, or you need service on your vehicle, boat, or RV, we have it all when you let us exceed your expectations at Greg Orr Auto, Marine, and RV in Shreveport, Texarkana, and Ashdown. Shop hassle-free and always be treated like family while choosing from our sensational selection. In Shreveport, visit Orr Acura, Orr BMW, Orr Cadillac, and the Greg Orr Pre-Owned Super Center. In Texarkana,
And we're back live here in Hallsville, Texas to retry the point after. Good snap, good hold. Franklin Delk right down the middle, just like we expect. And that's we're going to get the horn over there by Paul, and that's going to be 24-7 Texas High.
9 minutes left in the third. When the other team does not cheat, we kick the extra points, and we make them right down the middle.
I think it may be 23.
23-7.
23-7.
We will get that fixed.
And we're going to stick around here. Hey, we had I failed to mention earlier, and there's some people out there listening. Mr. John Aldridge, who is Mr. A's son, he's a new dad again. Mr. Levi Thomas was born on Mr. A's birthday. I think Mr. A said September 5th. He's listening, watching us, and with his two little redheads, Lindley and Addie. And I know how that feels. I got two little redheads that have grown up, but man, I'll tell you what a great night here in Hallsville, and we appreciate everybody who's taking their time out of their weekend to watch Texas High football. And we're gonna kick it off, Jeremy, from the 25 because of the 15-yard penalty after the touchdown run. And Delk's got a big leg, and they're putting him all the way back to the 10, but I don't know that he can make it back that far. We may try some kind of little squib pooch. See what they got.
Back home.
She's not watching any show. She's watching us. Thought she'd be watching that show.
Game of Thrones. I was watching Game of Thrones, fell asleep on the couch. She woke me up. Quarterback fakes the outside.
Got him right at the line. That was number 40, Coop. Coop just keeps making tackles. Hits him right at the line for no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and 10, Hallsville.
See, Hallsville, they like to do everything with their quarterback. He's kind of their go-to guy to distribute the ball and make things happen offensively. We've done a really good job keeping him bottled up for the most part. 2-by-2 set, motion to the boundary.
Wheel route out of the back.
Tristan Powell is rolling.
Oh, yeah, and Tristan Powell put the heat on him, and because of it, the throw was a little bit wide. The receiver couldn't get it. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. Hey, shout out to the Little Tigers, and they play tomorrow at 9 a.m. at Grimm. And, man, if you hadn't seen these kids, they get after it. Donnie Kelly's got them going, and a really good program being run right there. And let me tell you something, they've been practicing for a long time, and I mean, they've got cheerleaders and everything. It's a big deal.
There's a big deal. From around 8 to 5 tomorrow at Grimm.
Go out and support the Little Tigers.
Hallsville takes a snap, flushing him out.
21.
Trying to get a comeback route. T.J. Gray on the coverage.
Yeah, really good by Zion Dillard, who's a senior linebacker.
Zion's a good player.
He flushed him out. It's going to bring up 4th and 10.
I will give a shout out to my sister-in-law, Michelle Seals, and the Quints and Brady. They're back in Maud, Texas, watching the Tigers.
Someone commented and said that same guy was yelling at the officials last night in the JV game that didn't do him good.
I'm surprised he can. If he did this yesterday, I don't know how he has a voice left.
Those officials don't hear us. We like to yell from up here sometimes, but those officials don't hear us, and it's probably good that they don't hear us. Good snap. Gets a good kickoff.
High arcing kick.
TJ
takes a Tiger bounce, and then a Hallsville bounce. It's going to come to rest about the 20-yard line.
Tigers will take over on the 20 after the defense stops. Tigers will trot back out, try to get us some more points.
So you look offensively, it all starts right now, especially this game, you know, with number 4, Javari Johnson, and leaning on that offensive line up front. You definitely want to eliminate penalties. But the offensive line, it's time to take over, keep getting some good push, and let Javari do what he does best, is run with the football. Cam Reitner calls for the ball. Good push inside. Javari is making guys miss.
You're right, man. If he could have broken that shoestring tackle right there, he would have been gone.
About a 7-yard gain.
Yeah.
I think Coach Toone's kind of made it apparent that he is going to run the ball with Javari and mix in some play action things with Cam, but number 4 is a good plan. Speaking of Coach Toone, I know his wife Megan and AA and Cam Brady are watching back in Texarkana. Give them a shout out. But Cam hands the ball off to Javari on an outside zone play, and he is rolling, and they are not going to catch him here at Bobcat Stadium. Nope, not going to catch him.
Johnson,
not going to catch him.
Tigers. Woo! 2 plays to Javari and to the house. Man, good hole set up the middle. And he broke it. And you said it, Coach Harrell. You said, man, if he can just get by that box that they're loading up there, he is gone and nobody's going to catch him. And that's exactly what he did right there.
I don't think there's anybody in maybe East Texas that can catch Javari when he gets that open space in front of him. Really fast, dynamic.
More people are going to the concession stand as we speak.
That brings the score to 29-7 with the extra point pin.
Hallsville, and the Tigers have struck again. There's Paul on the horn. I hear you, Paul. And we're going to take a quick break and be right back. Back in Hallsville, and yes, he did remind me of some old school Smoothie Poppy running that ball for the Tigers.
He did.
He could roll, baby, back in the day. But
shout out to young Smoothie.
Yeah, man.
Texarkana's own player here at Texas High over the years. Really good kick deep to about the 5-yard line. Hallsville will return it.
Boom, good
to about
tackle.
the 19-yard line.
Guess who? Is that Coop?
That's number 40.
Number 40.
Tell me, it takes a real good player to double up from defensive starter to guys wanting to be on the special teams, wanting to be what we call headhunters or regulators or whatever Coach Greer has. Normally there's names for each one of these special teams unit, and everybody wants to try to get on to them, especially the kickoff. The kickoff is the good ones. Offensive guys like to be on that one too, so they can mess with defensive guys and say, hey, I can hit just as hard as you can.
Yeah, and I'll tell you that play released him for a touchdown.
Across the middle.
Man, I'll tell you what, that guy had, and Black's telling him about it, they had 3, I think that guy had 3 handfuls of jersey on there, but this guy's saying thanks for letting him play.
I know number 12, Roman, my man Roman was running stride for stride with him, making a play for the Pass breakup.
2nd and 10. See what they got. Defense has really showed out over the last 2 games, Jeremy. You can tell that